Well, it's Sunday, July 21st, 2024. It's 12:50 p.m. Welcome. Raven, Washa, Sixth House, Neo Zero, Asha, Ridra, Spy, and Laika. How are you guys doing? Are you winning, Grappy? You know what? I'm winning. I woke up today and I had the worst headache. I thought, no, the migraine has persisted for another day. I'm done for. I'm gonna have to cancel stream. I'm gonna be miserable all day. But there's always a chance when I get a headache like that it could be sinus related. So I just like blew my nose mega hard, and then eventually my sinuses made this noise that is kind of like and then I started to have feel a release of pressure in my head, and gradually my head started to feel less like it was literally about to explode, and now I feel fantastic. I feel so good. And I got to play a little bit of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate with my friends, and that was fun. For some reason that game made all of them act completely insane. I got to be on a voice call with Turnip Juice, which always is a very funny time. Oh, I think I experienced that a long time ago. It's like surprisingly hard for me to, like, the way I distinguish, usually I know if it's a migraine, I'm gonna have extreme nausea, and if I puke then I'll feel better. If it's a sinus headache, there'll be no nausea, and I always feel the most acute pain basically like right above my left eyebrow, kind of like just left of kind of like the median of my head, and that's when I know. Hello, Suyo. Welcome. I want to be insane in Manhunt. You want to play too, Gaudra? You gonna be the monster? Had Godzilla versus Megalon playing in my head on a loop. That sounds nice. A cute ping. Blow my nose hard when I get migraines. Got it. Well, if it's a sinus headache, it might work. Migraines are weird. I start to get vision loss when I get mine. Yeah, that does happen to some people. Like, I know that my roommate has had like ocular migraine before. I get dizzy and I feel really sick. Like if I have a migraine, if I try to ingest anything at all, I will immediately throw up, like almost like immediately. Like I drank half of a cup of green tea, which is about as mild as it gets as far as beverages go, and I was just like, it was like 5 seconds and my body was like, no, you're not drinking that right now. Is it on like an emulator? I need to figure those out. No, it's just on the Switch. The Switch. Hello, Ron the Moon. What? I'm sorry, Crafty. It's okay. I don't have a migraine right now, so it's all good. It's really funny, like, I go a couple months in between migraines usually, so I'm always kind of like, well, what if it happens tomorrow? But then I just try to enjoy my time otherwise, because it's infrequent enough. You guys see any of the Evo Third Strike stuff? It's pretty awesome. See Hugo win big. Which Manhunt was it again? Magoo? Yes, it's that one. Mr. Magoo. Magoo. Hello, Marigold. How you doing? I got sent the Hugo clip like 3 times. Hi-yo! It was pretty insane. I've never seen play like that before. I've seen good Hugo players, but never like that. It was unbelievable. Oh, I'm pretty excited to finish Tomb Raider 2 today, even though there's still the expansion pack. I wonder how long the expansion is. howlongtobeat.com. How is your head? Are you full of piss and vinegar? I have got so much energy. I feel so good. Frankly, I feel really, really good. The expansion is apparently 5 hours long. I don't know if I want to do that like right after finishing the game, or if I want to put it off for a while. I mean, it has no tie to the story of Tomb Raider 2. It's like just a self-contained like mini adventure. Don't usually follow specific people in competitive stuff, but consider me a fan. And mostly, I follow people who like make videos that are just like about the games and stuff. Like I like to watch Sajam, and I like Lord Knight, and what's his name? He plays Nago in Strive. Otoshi? Is that his name? I like him, and I like Punk the God, and I like Broski. I really like Broski's videos where he destroys Street Fighter 6 cheaters. Otashi, that's right. And I like Smug. Smug is very entertaining, and I also like Justin Wong, even though I feel like he's just like a weird, deeply weird man, and he has like no charisma at all, but I find him to be extremely entertaining. If you put it off, will you come back to it? I mean, I'd like to play it, and if it's 5 hours long, it's something I can pick up for just like a weekend's worth of streams if I don't know what else to play. I definitely want to wait a while before Tomb Raider 3. I think Tomb Raider 3 will be like a November, December game. It's weird how fun he is to watch, I know. It's like a Justin, he's got kind of, what is that called, like horseshoe theory? It's like he's so uncharismatic and weird that he becomes like extremely entertaining. Larry Kreft, Catacomb Assailant. Most certainly. Welcome, J-Bomb. I don't know why he's so funny to me. I watched him do Capcom vs SNK 2 against Boss, who is like a great Japanese player, and they were just doing random select, and Boss got Dan, and if you don't know Dan, he's like a joke character from Street Fighter who kind of looks like Steven Seagal, and he's bad in every game. He's always really bad, and Justin just, during that set, he just wouldn't say anything but Dan is so bad, he's so bad. He just kept saying that over and over again. It was like he couldn't think about anything else but how bad Dan is. The weird flex character. I mean, if you're good with Dan, it is impressive. And he's fun. Or was it Sepulture Sacker? A Mausoleum Marauder? Whatever it was, I remember Lara having some good games. Tomb Raider 1 was good. I have really mixed feelings about Tomb Raider 2. I think that Tomb Raider 2 is kind of like one of those games where when you're actively playing the levels, they are absolutely torturous. And then you finish them and you were like, you know, that was kind of cool. Like the Opera House level, when I think back on that, I'm like, yeah, that was a really cool level. Or when I think about the sunken ship that lasted for 4 stages, it was like the longest part of the game, and I was like complaining the whole time. Like, that took on a kind of like amazing life after I had finished it. I can look back on it like as a whole. I was kind of like, you know, actually that was pretty cool. Hello, Mage. We defeated Agnactor and Duramboros. Oh, I love those guys. Duramboros is so funny to me. Was 13 supposed to be bad on purpose? The shapeshifting makes me think it's a character to flex with. I don't know. He's definitely... Some people say that Sean is worse than 12, but at least Sean can actually do damage.
J-Bomb.
J-Bomb. Wow. Thank you, Greedra. Hello, Laura and Rhea. I had to fight 2 men widely prior to encountering the final. 2 two men widely? Cherry, what is this emote? And what is that? Pious? Why does she have that? What an interesting character. Whoa!
Greedy.
Thank you, J-Pom, for the 199 bytes.
Mardigao.
Marigao. Thank you, Greedra. Digging. It's so weird to think that you haven't been a mole for so long now. Oh, obviously. Wait, I just already greeted you. Wait, no, you just said the same thing as Mage did, so I thought I was confused. It fought Agnactor and Duramboros at the same time. That sounds terrifying. I really like Monster Hunter GU so far. I like how it's so... everything looks like it's made out of, like, metal or plastic in that game. It looks so funny. Whoa, what's that, Junior? Heck, maybe yappers. Yeah, that is what Junior does. Talking at length. I was watching Macaw last night and somebody put in a really long text-to-speech, and it was the first time that I've ever seen him react to a text-to-speech and be like, this is too long. He was like, how fucking long is this text-to-speech? And he was talking about how he needed to have a control to cut it off if they get too long. I have never seen him react like that before. I'm sorry, I still haven't filled all my slots. It's okay. Don't worry. Cheat the fact bot. Did you know? Today will be the final adventure of Lara Croft. The description for Tomb Raider 2 expansion, The Golden Mask, describes a secret kind of fortified military mine base. What is that? A military mine base? That's so weird. I don't think that's a concept that's ever existed. Gotta get out of the fucking way. Alright, game. Game on. Bang a gong, we are on. Alright, turn it down. Get Tomb Raider, Thomas Raider. Can't believe I finished that randomizer yesterday. Hello, Garfsude Miku. I'm hanging out in the ice cube from the end of Saw, the igloo from the end of Save. What? Here at Kitten Stadium. That might give people the wrong idea. Alright, so we were in the floating islands level, but I think we're in a cave now. There was all kind of shit happening. Fire and jade pillars and little diskettes. What happens if I jump into the fire, like that Metallica song? Oh, I just instantly burn on that chunky cubic fire. Alright. I'm in the empty bathtub with the lights off. It's quite chill. You are? Graphic29 Fukui-san? Fukui-san? Yes. Go! I love Ota. He's the greatest. The MVP. What's this? Do I want to go on this? Yeah, it's awesome. Just imagine you could put water in it. You ever think of that? Nice rhythm. Can I do jump back? No. I can only drop down and burst into flames. Instantly, full body. Alright, let's try and figure out what's the plot here. Damn, look at all that fucking geometry of just flames. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh! Here he comes, here he comes! Guys, I'm scared. Gotta get the Uzis out. Yeah, there we go. Ah, death on sparkly feet! I really love the way that those guys just come in floating with sparklers. Like a sparkling particle effect on their feet. It's so funny. It goes lukewarm by the time it's halfway full, so boil water in a pot. I don't have to do off-brand CFB anymore. Oh, that is also really funny though. The fake one. Alright, I assume that essentially I have no choice but to climb up on this block, but then where am I gonna go from there? It doesn't seem like it goes anywhere. So what's the big idea here, chum? Oh! Alright. I ain't doing that. Alright, well then suffer with no comfy cozy bath then. If you must. I want to lick the minty fresh bricks of this tomb. You know, I'm with you there. It does sound quite nice, doesn't it? Imagine if Monster Hunter had Tomb Raider controls. Like, didn't we already go over this? What? Why did I die from that? Huh. Maybe it's because I didn't do a safe drop. That would be sick, wouldn't it? Holly drowning in lava. Yep. Okay, so I just can't grab onto that. That's weird. What am I supposed to do? This is really odd. I don't know how I'm supposed to proceed. This is a pushable block! That's the thing! That's what the thing is! Okay. I was just really unobservant, is the thing, is what was happening to me. So then... Hydrate. Thank you. I guess it is a bit warm in here. They have been away for a while. Wait. Who? Ah, do I want to get up there? Pushable blocks? Oh yeah, we really haven't seen one in a second. Whoa, instant stream load this time. Hi, Pancake. How are you doing? I feel kind of stuffed up. What did that do? I mean, as usual, I have no idea what action that performed. Hey, what does this look like in modern graphics? Oh, it looks like shit. But like, kind of in an interesting way. Oh my god. This game is very funny. Bad. The lava rises. Hey look, M16 ammo in the ancient Chinese void dimension. There's like item floor there. There's like that climbable ledge over there. Maybe we gotta find a way to turn the flames off? Is this the idea of the section that we're in? What am I doing? I wonder what that changed. Ancient 556 from the UN. And this makes me think of in, maybe I've already talked about this, but the Roger Zelazny books, the Amber series, there was one called The Guns of Avalon where the main characters went to like other dimensions to recruit an army of dudes, and they got them all like machine guns with silver bullets by going through different alternate realities to get everything together you would need to get like machine guns with silver bullets so that they could fight in some stupid little immortal war. I always thought that that was really a funny idea. Alright, so nothing changed down there. Yeah, the Amber series. Those books are like pretty misogynistic, but they're really entertaining. There's a lot of cool concepts. Walking the pattern of Amber. Alright. I really don't know what I accomplished by pressing that switch. It doesn't seem like anything changed. Raffy, can you read the Book of the New Sun series? I've been meaning to, but I barely ever have time to read. And if I read, I'm gonna read visual novels usually. Hey, that guy's dead. I don't know what to do. Oh, wait, a block appeared down there. We've found our way forward, siblings. You are gay. Me? Yeah. Any way you slice it, I'm gay. Hey Benji. Hello Zero Elect. I wish Tomb Raider was real. Well, let me tell you about the field of archaeology. Maybe not as exciting. Wow, I still took damage from that? That's bullshit. Alright, that opened a trap door in the middle of the lava. That's very interesting. But how am I gonna get out of here? Yo, archaeology? I went to bouldering the other day and felt like Lara Croft. I took an uncontrolled fall from like 20 feet in the air. What do you mean? Are you okay? Did you have like safety gear? What do you mean uncontrolled fall? If I was gonna read a novel, I think I would probably read Les Mis. Though I'm kind of like not sure if I would actually be able to finish it. It seems quite long and tedious. And after watching the movie, I realized I really don't give a shit about anyone but Javert and Valjean. And having to read a bunch of tedious shit about Marius and Cosette, like, I would lose my fucking marbles. And, what's her name? The cup girl? That... she, like, loves Marius, but Marius, like, doesn't understand. He's just like, oh, I love this blonde woman that I saw for 1 second. I'm gonna fuck her forever. And then... oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. She's like, oh, that's so nice, Marius. We're so happy for you. You read a Moby Dick instead? It's visual novels. What does that mean? It means nothing. I meant subjectively it felt like 20 feet. You made it sound like it really was 20 feet. Are you okay? Read The Miserables? Sounds like a bit of a downer. Tell me about it. Yes, it was made of matte. Okay, that's good. I thought that Greaser asked if there was pudding on the floor at least. Always thinking about that pudding. I'm fine. I injured myself more scraping my knees and elbows on the walls. Was that your first time ever doing something like that, Benji? Seems fun. I always wanted to do stuff like that, like when I would go to, you know, Bass Pro Shop or whatever with my family when I was younger, I would see the climbing wall and be like, I want to do that. And I never did. This is pretty cool. Fire on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. We went to the queer climbing club? That's cool. Graffiti at the Bass Pro Shop. Why are you pogging at that? You want me to wear like a hunting camo? Did I greet you, Pancake? I feel like I did, but I just want to make sure. Bass Pro was such a surreal thing. Do they still exist? Oh. You did. Okay, good. How am I gonna get out of here? Oh, that's how. All this, like, China theming is making me kind of want to play Dynasty Warriors. Oh, fuck, I gotta get out from here? Oh wait, no, I can just climb up right here. I really can't see anything, though. Love Warriors. It seems like it would be a good co-op game. I had Dynasty Warriors 8 on the PS4. I played it with another person one time, and then we just like never played again for some reason. Oh, that turned off the knives. Okay, it's all hunky-dory. Dynasty Warriors 8 and XL are good picks for Dynasty. Yeah, I think that I had XL. I lived near one that had a giant wildlife museum that I barely remember. See? You had XL, yeah, Microshaft XL. Extend like a jerboa. What? I was also really interested in the Dragon Quest Warriors game, but I heard kind of mixed things about it, so I just never played it. I should make my own opinion. Right, so how am I to get up there? Probably drag the cube over? Dynasty Warriors 7 also had a really good story mode, but 9 sadly sucks. So 9, it looked bad. I'm just gonna say that it looked bad. It looked like a rotten game. But I know that Therns seem to like that. Didn't play the Dragon Quest one, but I know One Piece and Zelda Warriors games are real good. Yeah, I looked at the One Piece one as well, but I don't know anything about One Piece, so I feel like I would be a poser to be playing it. I think I need to push this forward one more. 9 is when they tried some open world shtick, and it just fell completely flat. Yeah, they just didn't need that. Combat is usually my least favorite thing in 3D third-person games, so I think they are not for me. Yeah, I mean, those games are nothing but combat. Like, there's, like, quote-unquote strategy, but there really isn't, actually. It's like a fluke, like a sham. Ugh. Not a fluke. Fluke makes it sound like something else. Dragon Quest IX was designed very heavily for multiplayer. It's basically a multiplayer Dragon Quest 3. I've always wanted to play that one. It seems really cool. I've heard a lot of people say it's one of the best ones. I like that you could create your own character. Is it still possible to play that online? Like, does it use P2P? What's in there? Glowing crystal. What am I doing? Must not pursue Lubu. How do I get in here? Like, that thing opened, but now it seems we are no closer to our goal than we were before. Don't you think? Because I don't know how to open this. It was more local multiplayer. Oh yeah. I guess that was on the DS, which was like all ad hoc multiplayer. Remember how there was like crazy stuff on the DS, like in earlier games where you only needed to have one cartridge and everybody could play multiplayer? Like, wasn't Metroid Prime Hunters like that? That's fucking crazy. What do I do? I really don't care. If the game is like not gonna give me any signposting in this random ass area, I'm just gonna look at the guide and I don't care. I won't feel any shame. I won't apologize. Tomb Raider 2 game FAQs. Dynasty Warriors gets extra funny when you're a history nerd, because like the actual history of Lu Bu is so goofy. He backstabbed basically everyone he ever worked for, with each of them thinking, well, surely he won't backstab me. Is it true that the First Crusade was basically an attempt by the nobility to avoid all of their knights that they employed from going rogue because they were running out of money to pay them, and they thought that they were gonna like turn on them and just like ransack everything? Is that true? I've heard this. And so they were like, all right, well, we'll just tell them you can go and try to take Jerusalem, and if you do anything evil on the way, God will forgive you. And they were like, oh yeah, sounds awesome. And then they just like went and got killed, and they didn't have to pay them. Mario Kart DS let non-kart owners play only as Shy Guys. Doesn't that game have like a really fucked up meta snaking? Alright, lava room and cage. Okay. Now, alongside a shut gate is a room with spikes at the bottom. Do a running jump to the dark side, then shimmy to a pull-up point hiding the gate switch. Are you fucking serious? I couldn't see that at all. What are you saying to me? Snaking? You're thinking of F-Zero GX. No. Snaking is in Mario Kart DS, isn't it? It made people on the Something Awful forums seething fucking mad if you snaked. Why? But it's only effed up in GX? Does it like destroy your controller? I couldn't get into GX, but I did like F-Zero X on the N64. That game felt pretty crazy to play. Oh, okay, so there is just a place that you can shimmy. Man, this is stupid. Hello, Jampolian. There we go. It destroys your hands? Because people hated doing it? Whoop! Alright. We did it! We made it to the room! What is this room, though? Oh, there's a hole. Nice hole. Showing hole. I can sympathize with those people. Like, I hate doing KBDs in Tekken. Yeah, I'm always annoyed when I like a game, and it's like a competitive game, and if you want to play it at anything other than the most basic level, you have to learn some insanely fucked up tech. Like roll canceling in CVS2. Which, to explain what roll canceling is basically like in Capcom vs SNK 2, you can do like a roll attack. Not an attack, but you roll, and you have iframes during it. So what you do is you like input a special move, like a fireball, for example, and then you put in the roll right after you put in like the directional inputs. So then the roll starts, but then you cancel the startup of the roll into the move, but the move still gets the invincibility of the roll because it's a glitch. And that's like meta in those games. And it's really annoying to do, and I don't want to do it. Thankfully you can just pick K-Groove, that's true. I like playing Morrigan, and she's really good in K-Groove. And KBDs in Tekken, I hate that. It sucks. Like, it's easier on leverless than it is on like a joystick, but I still don't want to do it. Whoops, I died? Hey look, goons are back! The goon! Yeah, it's just kind of an annoying pain, isn't it? I don't like it. Oh. We can't shoot or be shot. I bought a tie-dye Morbid Angel Altars of Madness shirt. That's awesome. I feel like I really enjoyed listening to Morbid Angel like some years ago. I would like listen to them all day, every day. That's cool as hell. Is Morbid Angel, do they have an album cover that's like somebody that's on a bunch of meat hooks? Let me see. Wow, the Altars of Madness cover is awesome. No, I think I'm thinking of Mortician? Or... No. Who am I thinking of? Can't remember. Do you mean Autopsy Severed Survival? No, that's Surgery. Oh wait, no, yeah, okay. Yeah. That, I remember that album being really good. Why is there's another version of Severed Survival that just is like a surgery? It's like you were getting surgery from 4 goblins. And like they are not wearing protective equipment, and they're probably not practicing medicine correctly. IDKY. Probably because the first one was too hardcore for the normals. They couldn't handle it. POV. You are getting surgery from 4 goblins. The goblinization surgery. Huh? What are they doing? Oh, they're hucking knives at me! I thought they were taking damage. Wait, so what does this do? Oh. Seems a little unwise. Okay. Look at him crossing his arms! Ah! The masks are green. Maybe onto something. So maybe the proper course of action would be to blast them from up here, where they are a little bit less, like, I don't know, is there really cover? This seems kind of dicey, and I can't, the grenade launcher's no good, because it kills them too slow. They have too much time to get me. Do I just have to heal through it? Oh shit, these guys are coming to life too, though. Will they fight each other? Is there infighting, or are they together? Whoops, sorry, that was not good. Oh wait. Alright, so then, what is the point of being able to climb up this without hitting the switch? Like, why do I want to do that? Why is that an option available to me? Okay. Well, they're coming to life all the same. Oh, fuck. I'm about to die. What? Crazy! Custom death animation. We got impaled. Fatality. Okay. I like how there's a Holly emote for like every death sequence in this game, every deadly experience you can come across. What? What's going on with the camera? Alright. This is really fucking scary. Can't see. She can't shoot while backstepping with the M16. That's really weird. I'm about to die. Yes, alright, one down. Alright, he's dead. We have 4 bullets left. Okay. Encounter survived. That was really stupid. The rhythmic stuff in this level is so awesome. Yeah, there's like some cool noises and stuff. No, 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 not more. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. I don't know you. Yeah. Nope. I'm about to die. What if you were playing GU right now? I'd probably be having a better time, frankly. This game is like really not doing it for me. Horrid disbursement. No. I'm hoping that Tomb Raider 3 will be good. It could be. You never know. Could be like the best of them all. What if you were playing Gurn? Gurn? Is that like a Myst type of game? Hey, I don't know what that was. This is Te'ern. Remember that? No. What is that? I never heard of that in my life, Benji. Is that the approach of man? Okay. Gurn the Gulquell to Guest. I want to play Riven someday. It seems really cool. Speedrun people used to say that like 10 years ago. I've never really been interested in speedruns personally. Quern is a Myst-style game. One that eats up way too much storage space and memory for what it's worth, but it exists. I think I've heard of that. Hi, 8 Lives. DSP is playing Riven right now? That's probably a feast for you, Benji. Has he managed to solve a single puzzle? I haven't seen any of it. I thought you were his biggest fan. Fan spelled with a PH. That game is going to stump him like the Onceler? What does the Onceler have to do with it? Huh? Oh, door. Door number 3. Hey, what do you know? They became to life. Why did that hit the floor? Guys, I love combat. I just love the combat of Tomb Raider 2 and like how nuanced and fun it is and like how good it feels when I play the game and I have to fight these men and it's like I'm kind of like backstepping and I'm not any faster than them even if I run forward. You're not telling the truth! Oh man, how did she see through my words? Not the truth! Oh, don't cry, please. Can't bear to make the siblets cry. The Onceler turned a lot of trees into stumps? He's the logging industry? My friend told me he tried to Google the solution to a puzzle but found the solution is randomized and got really pissed off. Sounds about right. PS1 version of Riven was cool because each island of the game was given its own CD, and since it was more than 4, the jewel case had a secret compartment? That's cute. That sounds like fun. Hey look, it's not enough to have lava, you also have to have spikes too. Just to let you know it's the final level of the game. Alright, what are we looking at here? Climbing. So I gotta climb up and then do backflip.
Tom Bradile.
Tom Bradile. Hello, Doro3. Thank you for 32 months. How are you doing? Wouldn't the spikes melt? They're made of magic flying island juice to stone. Wait, did I greet you, Tavishi? Also, welcome. Oh shit! All right, I have to do a flip. I have to turn around in the air. I'm putting you on the TV. Like I'm gonna be on the news. Hello, Graphite. Hello, I am Sleepy. Hello, Sleepy. You just wake up now? Yes! Alright, that feels pretty good. I wish I just woke up. Oh no. They put her through the ringer. Giloi Doro. What? I'm gonna be on the news for being gay. I guess that's probably newsworthy in the UK. I don't know what that means. Morrissey is from there. Can I... Alright, so I want a backflip. Okay, I'm glad that they give you a little... like a little bit of mercy there. And what is this? Why is there like a little bit of lava or something right here? What is that? Graphite's going to be the new Ross Perot? What does that even mean? Oh! All I remember Ross Perot is like, he was like, they parodied him in cartoons a lot in the 90s. I don't know why. Why will she not turn around? She won't flip around in the air. What? What? Alright. There we go. You have to hit like down and alt and end on the keyboard all at the same time. Which is pretty funny. Huh? What? Well, now what am I doing? Huh? That's a good control scheme. I really like the keyboard controls for this game. I think they're good. It means the country will demand you run for prez. Yeah, that's why Biden dropped out. I've been planning this all along, guys. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Oh, fuck. The goon. Alright. I would vote for Graphite 2024. Please don't. I'd rather play Monster Hunter than Diplomacy. Than the game of global power chess. That's the goon right there. I'm gonna get shot. Alright, well, apparently not. I was lucky. Alright, what are we coming up on now? Some kind of palace? There's a zip line, and there's like rocks. Something. Have I ever talked about how I permanently associate the shaded ruins in Dark Souls 2 with Genesis and with Phil Collins? And also Doors of Pharos. Wish the president only played Monster Hunter. Cut the military budget and put it all into the development of a classic style Monster Hunter game. You could do nothing but play Monster Hunter and still be better. That's true. They felt threatened by him, I guess. The election reminds me of season 2 of Frisky Dingo, where after 20 episodes of elections, someone finally asked if either candidate was over 35 and born in the US. What? Let's start a really corny prog band called Doors of Pharos. Yeah, I would like that. I would love to play progressive rock. It's all that I long for, all I worship and adore. Of Pharos. Let's start the Doors cover band called the Doors of Pharos, so change all the lyrics to be about Dark Souls 2. Probably be better than the Doors. I haven't really ever listened to them, they're just not very interesting to me. I never really understood like why they were so like, they're so like worshipped, you know, among dad rock bands. I never really understood it. Ugh, I fucking hate the Doors. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people have that reaction. It's like either you are like over 50 or under 18 and you love the Doors, or you hate them. Jim Morrison is one of the most eminently hateable people. Why? What did he do? Didn't he just like die? Oh, okay, we completed level, that's great. We traveled 2.7 kilometers. Loading. Is this the final level? I think so. Oh, hey. These are Zero Ranger colors. Hey, you're kind of right. I never played Zero Ranger, but I have seen someone else play it. It seems like not my kind of game, but it did seem cool. I'm interested in Zero Ranger and Void Stranger, but they both are games that I think are inaccessible to me. Most annoying kind of pseudo-intellectual guy. Huh? What the hell? Why am I floating? That was really weird. What is this? She's floated? I'm in the pool with my floaties on. You know, I haven't gone swimming in so long. I wonder if I could even still swim. I'd like to just float in the water. It would be nice. Steven Sausage? We've already played that game. I'd assume Void Stranger has Steven Sausage energy. I haven't seen a lot though. So like, I mean, it kind of does. It's like a Sokoban type game, but it's a different like mentality that I can't get into. It's too strict, basically. Oh, there's another switch. I think I could live in the water. Are goblins aquatic? I want to swim. Yeah, we have a pool party, guys. Everybody will have matching towels. It's definitely not the same mentality as a pushing blocks Sokoban. Yeah, it's like mutant Sokoban. We will pool our resources. I don't even own a swimsuit. I want like a one-piece swimsuit that has like a skirt on it. I think that's like what would be ultimate to me. What am I doing? That's not allowed. Why? Why is that not allowed? I want the one-piece skirt swimsuit situation. No skirts on swimsuits, but then I'm gonna get weird looks. She's objectifying me. Oh, there it is. Oh, Cerebro. Oh shit, it's both of them. Fuck. I hate these guys. What? Why will she just not shoot? What? What? Heard the Doki Doki Literature Club twist of Void Stranger is that it's a criticism of overly strict puzzle games? Really? That sounds silly. Weird. It looks like... What? Oh no. Nah, Void Stranger is definitely unapologetically a sickie for puzzle games. Oh, sicko. A for sickos puzzle games. It even has a hard mode. Oh my god. This is horrible. Just die. Please. I hate this. The M16 seems like it just does not work sometimes. Like, she just will not fire it at times. I don't know why at times. Chica 3 Shake Usi? What are you saying to me? Alright, I just saved. I don't need to save again. No apparent motive. Save and save again. There's nothing there. This is nothing. Wah! Boing. Alright, let's see. Ah. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Graphite, we beat Ahtal Ka, and then I took a shower. Did you need one from playing the game? We think we should start a book club in the Graphite community. I mean, how many people are going to participate in that? Seems like a book club with people from our generation who have no attention span is going to be doomed. There's no way. Alright. That went way better. What'd you drop? I needed one because I hadn't today. I haven't showered since Thursday. You shower every day? I guess it is summer. I managed to read 2 books with the book club. That's my records. Weren't you reading Das Kapital? But then it didn't finish? Oops. Graphite, it is always 90% humidity here. I guess that is true. Hey, we made it to 666 save files. Nyoro? Yeah, years ago. I feel bad that, like, a lot of the time I'm always asking you, like, about things that I remember from years ago. Rhea. Like, that has been happening constantly recently. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of guys. Oh man, they're really spamming me with knives. Hello, Mr. Silashidon. I think she is British. You're practically underwater. It's because we had a big lapse in our friendship for no good reason. That is true. There's like a strange vibe period. I'm sorry. Let's like aggro all those guys and then lead them back out here. I will create new associations for you. Thank you. It's very nice of you. That knife animation was so funny. Them just flying through the air like that. It was very goofy. I wonder if it's better to keep the Uzis for whatever the last boss is gonna be. We only have... Was that... Do I only have 5 bullets left for the M16 though? Or was that the Uzi? Oh, that's the grenade launcher. We still have 600 bullets of M16. Why are the British always robbing graves? I don't know, colonialism? It's in their blood? Graphite will see how silly we get during Monhunt and then disown us. Why would I disown you? You have any idea how silly I get sometimes? I always feel, you know, I always feel like people see me as being pretty serious and like reserved, but like when you really get to know me and I get really comfortable around somebody, I act crazy. I act like a fucking, like a weird ass, like a just insane animal or something. And I always feel like people will see that and be like, oh, you're actually not cool. You're like a fucking clown to me. You are super silly. I am the same. I think most people are like that. They're gonna ditch me? You think most people will think that about me? I know what you're saying, don't worry. I'm being funny. Banjo-Kazooie voice. Hate when it's so humid that you can't get dry after showering. Yeah, because you're just sweating. Sweating while you're in the shower. Everyone thinks I am serious mysterious. That is not the case. People think you were like super intense or something like that. You are intentionally misreading me and smearing my words like oil on a canvas. I don't know how to paint. Pardon? Saw another DBZ guy at the gym today. There are so many. Because they all want to be Goku. That show is a pretty powerful advertisement for the gymnasium. Ilya said that I scared her? Really? What if you were publicly a silly clown and among close friends you were super serious? Well, I mean, I still am pretty serious at times. Like, I don't know. I like to have serious, like, heartfelt conversations with people. This is why I'm not really good in a group situation, because when it comes to conversation, I tend to just have, like, I prefer to have, like, a one-on-one conversation where I can just, like, ask a person a bunch of questions and learn more about them and stuff. And you can't do that in a group setting. So I always feel a bit socially frustrated, I suppose, in, like, group settings. It's difficult for me. Mystic plaque. So true. Alright, what's happening in here? You better save the game. Probably something fucked up. You like showing someone strange school board meetings. Yeah, that is fun. When we just go spelunking on YouTube and find a school board meeting where they sing Halls of Montezuma. And then there's like a guy who gives like a incoherent speech for like 10 minutes. Like a community commentator. What's this look like in normal, real graphics? Modern. Invasion of the Cutco Sales Associates? Thank you, 8 Lives. I'm like the exact opposite, where I'm not really a conversationalist, so whenever I'm like one-on-one with someone, I just go dead quiet. I go dead quiet in groups because, like, you know, it's like when, especially if you're in like an established social group, and the people already have a rhythm to the way that they speak to each other, it can be difficult. You don't know where the gap is. It's kind of like how when you fight a new monster in Monster Hunter, you don't know when you can go in because you don't know their pattern, and you don't know when you're going to get bonked out of trying to do something. So it can be really difficult. Lately, I did like 2 group social things with new people after not doing that for years. I feel like I'm ready to not do it again for like 6 months. It stresses me out so much. Yeah, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. But was it fun though? Friend groups have rhythms. I haven't thought about that. I thought you were a musician. I'm always comparing social dynamics to Monster Hunter. That's because you are the monster, and people are always trying to hunt you. You describing conversation in Mon-Hunt terms? How? What are you howling? What's this hole? This water? Pardon? Whoa! Alright, hold up. We gotta turn on the photosensitivity warning because it's just flashing underwater. Music should just be music, not life or anything else. But music's origin is the rituals of daily life for people. They're inseparable. Did you download that video? No, but I think I did favorite it. It was a lot of fun, but then I had obsessive rumination all night, and even while I was asleep. Oh no, I'm sorry. No commentary, please. You don't like punk rock? What was that? That was like the loudest sound ever. Why is there so much Uzi ammo down here? That was the loudest thing I have ever heard. I know, right? Ancient jet airliner. Hello, Halcyon. That was 10 sounds playing at once. I call it prank rock because it feels like a child's joke to me. No, you can't call it prank rock. No. What the fuck is this creature? Dragon? Huh? I got an achievement for something. So what's the idea? Do I... Huh? Oh, I just alt-tabbed. Shit, alright. I'm gonna save my game. The Dragon Slayer. Hello, button. How's it going? Get out of the water. Like Stevie Wonder said, get out of the water, baby. Huh? Oh, fuck. That's really bad. So that's why there's water everywhere. Look at that guy. What a specimen. Little Elves Rose. Real life graphy of current time. I saw your YouTube comment about finally getting to Professor Layton, and I'm sorry to tell you I didn't finish that game. Okay, so this is the rhythm. Is we pop out, we shoot them, then we jump in the water. I understand. That is the first time I've heard you reference "Isn't She Lovely" in like a decade. What do you mean? In like a decade? I talk about that anytime I swim in the games. I always think about "Get out of the water, baby." I'm just always thinking about it for some reason. Sweet. Have we got the strat? Is this it? Hold up, I want to save in case something bad happens. Oh. We gotta touch his belly button. What? What? Wait a second. I don't want to go in the water. Look at this guy. Cool. I like how he has bone whiskers. I really hope that the skeleton comes back to life. After insane stress of socializing, I went to see Total Recall at the movie theater by myself, and I was the only person in the theater, and it was incredibly epic. That movie is really fun. Anytime you kill, you are thinking about kill me, baby. And you said this wasn't Monster Hunter. It is now. You have procured the sword. Skeletons you cutely. The Professor Layton stream made me look at other level 5 games and get pretty mad at them. Why? The skeletons come back 100. It will be like Aldia's Keep. I think it might be the best movie ever, really? The best? I really can't see what's happening. What? Why did I die? Alright. Why did that happen? Did I just take damage? Oh, what? That was the end? I want to see Maxine Alone 2, and it was fun, although the audience were quite annoying. I don't go to the movies anymore because people are too fucking annoying. Everyone talks at the movies now. Look at that run animation. Why is it so slow? No, you're gonna have some explaining to do to the... Who would have been head of the CCP at this time? Deng Xiaoping? She blew up the Great Wall. This is the world's loudest game on Earth. It's because it's so exciting and so fun. Oh, we're going home. Boom, Raider! Like how our health bar appeared for a second. You're just playing with the dagger in your nightgown. Oh, this is pretty cool. We don't have any weapons though. Everyone was dead silent throughout Despicable Me 4. It was so scary. It's because it sounds like it was bad. Was that meant to be an earthquake? It sounded more like a stomping from a bigger creature. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was a bug and it was just playing the dragon stomping effect still. A dragon is a mythical beast and shouldn't be in a realistic game such as Tomb Raider. Damn. Anytime I've been to a cinema where teens are going to be there, they've had terrible cinema etiquette. I think it went out the window over lockdown. I think it was before that, because like it felt like every time for like a decade, every time I went to see a movie, there was always people talking through the whole damn movie, and they just won't stop. Sucks. I just don't go to the movies anymore. It costs so much. I'm not gonna pay money to sit there and not enjoy the movie because people won't stop talking. Because like, you know, if I'm trying to concentrate on the movie and I'm trying to understand the dialogue and stuff, because I can't hear very well, like I can't understand what people are saying very easily, so it's like really hard for me to watch a movie that doesn't have subtitles. And so I'm trying to comprehend the movie, and if somebody else is talking at the same time, I can't help but focus on that. And then it's like the division of my attention and like my slow processing makes it so I basically don't understand what's happening in the movie, and I don't remember the events. So it feels like I might as well just not even be there. So it's really disheartening. The dragon. At the arcade here, they got Whack-A-Mole, but with Minion. I like to just go to weekday showings in the middle of the day, so nobody is there. Or like morning. Morning probably be good. Actually, yeah. At the last bad Star Wars I saw before lockdown, and teens were just using it as a hangout spot. That movie was like kind of entertaining. I only go to repertory cinema filled with adult enthusiasts. Repertory cinema. Also, I will yell at people if I have to. That's good. Most theater experiences I've had for years were classic re-releases, so they're half empty except old people who are always quiet. I'd rather be at the movies with old people than young people. What if there was whack-a-mole, but then the moles were a big nutsack that you hit. And it makes like a oh kind of sound every time you hit one of them. My experience, old people are not quiet. Do they ask each other what's going on? Because I know that my parents barely pay attention when they watch movies. What am I doing? This is pretty cool, this like night version of the mansion. Oh, Hotsun. Look at, she's got 2 toilets. His and hers toilets, so that you can both piss while holding hands. And this little bathtub, which is just set into the floor so that you can fall face first into it. Graphite inventing whack-a-mole for British seaside towns? Why seaside? Why British? Is that like British humor? I thought you guys were all about like gunching. Or gunging or whatever. Like that's what's funny to y'all. They love the garlic bread guy. Who? Gunging? Yeah, you guys love that stuff. A real sign of wealth. I can't see anything. Where can I look on the ground and find weapon? I like how they made it seem like the house was being raided by like a whole team of guys, but so far it's like one man with a bat that is just constantly pursuing me. There's like a strain of 50s body humor that still exists in seaside towns. Whack-a-mole with a guy's balls is exactly the kind of thing that fits it. Sounds awesome. It's either the attic or on the obstacle course. No joke. Garlic bread? Who goes garlic bread? Garlic bread? I mean, garlic bread is good. Nemesis is kind of like that. The glowing chair. It feels like Lara's having a fever dream. Yeah, especially the darkness with like the slightly lit up instruments and chairs and stuff. What's in here? Well, I don't know. I can't see. What is going on? Grohu, we will go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and see the lights. What's that? Wait, I didn't save my game. Oh no! We have to do this again. Well, at least it's no big deal. Oh, I caught on fire. I got slightly too close to those flames. Back to China you go. We're never gonna get out of here. Right, we did it. They have libations and sensations that boggle the mind. Okay, Bindlecroft. So why are these guys even coming after us? Is it just retribution? Or do they hope to gain something? Gun cupboard key. Okay. That's what we want. But where's the guns? Oh, there's a shotgun? That's a lot of bullet. Why is it fucking flashing in here? The massive keyhole on that box is quite funny, isn't it? Heard that is gun-covered key, of course. Sweet. Okay, so this is like an encore type level, isn't it? Oh shit. What? I thought he died. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Flares. Heckma 5 drowning in ammo? You killed the dragon? Those dudes phases through the van? You know, they're a cult. That's the kind of stuff that they teach you when you get into the higher levels, you know. This is where you input the nude code. The alarm is plugged into the lights. You know, in this house, whenever the dryer is running or the washing machine, the lights in the bathroom flicker, like in time with, oh fuck. In time with like the rumbling of the machine. It's very, very funny. Okay, we have 65 ammo. Why would you break into Lara Croft's home with only a bat? Because you're a bat goon. It's your role in life, you know? You gotta make the gun guys look good. No way. Bindlecroft Cog Gadget? But he was. What? Oh, but he was killed? Is that what you're trying to say? This is so cool. The little planter. Stop it. Trying to have a nice time on my veranda. You can't turn on the shower? What a scam. If I was a bat goon, I would be saying things like, I got him, boss. Hey, boss, he's over here. It's because you're a bat ass. Creature of such language. Send one single Frankenstein after her. Could be pretty effective. Man, that alarm is so annoying. My ears are ringing. That bed is huge, yeah. She's rich. She gets the biggest bed possible. Alright, so... what's the idea? Oops, I'm shooting at nothing. Who's shooting at me? Oh. Man who was inside of car. Jesus, I'm using a lot of health. Can I walk through these? No. Only the NPCs can. You know, this atmosphere is really cool. Oh man, look at how bright it is in the remastered graphics. Once again, we get to see Lara Croft's bare feet. Rare commodity in this game. Oh? That was it? Okay. Ooh la la. She looks so funny. Oh my god. Alright, well that's the end of the game. Just kill a bunch of guys. Then Lara Croft kills you for peeking. After all you did for her. Well, to be fair, we did get her caught on fire and falling in spikes a lot. Alright, well that's the end of that. I power washed this manor once. The very same. Send in the Bat Boys to soften him up, like commanding a total war unit. This is kind of a funny little victory lap level. Just like, here's some guys and infinite ammo, kill them. This music is pretty funny. Game quality assurance testers. You guys should have told them that the level design sucked. I'm really wondering if the first Tomb Raider was like just as tedious as this, and I just don't remember. Oh, Inkana. Theme of Mouse-like Boy. Well, I mean, really deeply uneven game. I don't know about this one. Hello, Vinny Ellipsis. It's... I don't know. I feel like the level design was just significantly worse in this game than in the first one. But I also played the first one like in 2021 or something. Or 2022 maybe? I just didn't really have fun most of the time. I think that probably a big problem was that they included so many human enemies, so there's just a lot of backstepping and shooting those guys with the bats, or there's like the dudes with the guns who just like delete you from across the room and you just kind of have to like reload and get the drop on them. Yeah, the ending of the first game was more interesting. I did like that we went to the Crystal Void in this. Hey, Skelly. I'm sorry you missed it. There was a dragon. There was a really big dragon that I got locked doing an animation into a pillar, and I was able to kill it without any retaliation. Should have had sick, nasty monster enemies. So, I mean, like that, and I just I preferred, like the animals of the first game. I just think that they were more interesting and like kind of more fun instead of just reskins of the same, like, you know, 2 to 3 kinds of guys throughout the entire game. Like, it got a little bit more interesting at the end of the game in this one with the guys who fly around and have big swords. It was like kind of okay, but they were just kind of bat guys by another name. 30 dudes with baseball bats hanging out in a sunken ship. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. I got scared there would be nothing fantastical. Yeah, same here. I was afraid they were going to completely straight, but... There were 3 related cat nicknames in one section? I didn't even notice. I think this is like a Russian company that ported this game or something? Although the dragon couldn't do anything. It was helpless. It was totally worthless. Saber is the publisher? Then who's Aspyr? Like, the first thing in the credits was Aspyr Entertainment. Or Aspire? Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced? Aspire is a team that does remasters, yeah, so it must have been them. Oh no, Greedra. Don't feel bad for the dragon. They do all the Star Wars ones. I don't know. The game was... I think I just like Tomb Raider 1 more. I have hope for Tomb Raider 3. Because I heard that it has more puzzles. This game was really... It was going like full action. You know? They were really trying to make it like an action game. Kind of like how Alone in the Dark 1 was like very much just a puzzle game that incidentally had combat. And then Alone in the Dark 2 was like... This is a third-person shooter now. And that was definitely the wrong direction to take that game in. I think that they went in the wrong direction on this game. And it is definitely a problem also of the development team probably being overworked, because they had to put this game out like within like a year after the first game, because the publisher was like, you have to put this out, and they all were like super overworked. They had to make this in a short amount of time, and I don't know, it just seems really bad for the people who made it. We call that Resident Evil syndrome. I know a lot of people like Resident Evil 2, but I kind of don't like how that game leaned more into being like action as well. Like, there are so many enemies in Resident Evil 2, and so many, like, there's just so much combat in it. I just don't think that that was like an improvement. Though I do like Resident Evil 3 a lot, and that is also an action game. It has a dodge, it has a spot dodge, for God's sake, but that, I think that game is like cool. Aspyr developed and published the remaster. Saber did some additional development. Huh. I wonder what. Alone in the Dark 1 had combat, but most enemies just existed to kill you unconditionally. They just touch you and you die. I mean, I'm a huge fan of action RE, but there's definitely the move toward action from 1 to 2. Yeah, they're wildly different. I love Resident Evil 1 and 2 and Code Veronica. I still have never finished Code Veronica. I'd like to sometime. It's one of the few, like, I consider that a mainline game, personally, even though it's not numbered. I am the one RE6 defender. There's a decent number of people who like that game. I did a collab with Mocha, and we played one stream of RE6, but it was so overwhelming. The combination of how overstimulating that game is, and being on a collab and streaming was like, my brain was instantly flash fried. It was fucked. You will stream it and you will put Code Veronica in the title. That's pretty good. Sequels have a need to escalate everything, but usually drop one aspect entirely and the game feels worse in the end. I guess Devil May Cry 2 was not good. Tomb Raider really is over and ended after all these years. What now? I don't know. I mean, we were only like 2 hours into the stream. I finished Leon's story in RE6, and that was enough for me. The Jake and Sherry campaign seemed like it could be fun. Dead Space 2 was like that too, right? I know 3 was. 3 was horrible. I played some of it co-op with Drop, and it was like literally unbearable. I couldn't play it. I couldn't play it. I just couldn't. I could not enjoy it. It was completely miserable. I like Dead Space 2 though. When I played that was a while ago. That was like not 10 years ago, but it was quite a while ago. I thought that game was honestly fantastic. Cannibal? What? Sherry, how? Jake was actually really fun for Melee. They missed a colon in the credits! Ah! No! I will say that one of the things I really like about Resident Evil 2 is the the way that the levels or like the enemy layouts are designed such that they're almost like a racetrack or like a skiing course or something. Okay, look at this is we're finally getting to the IDOS credits after credits for everyone else in the entire world. This music playing at the same time as Morbid Angel sounds cool. You're going cybergoth mode. Yeah, but there was like a lot of the placement. There were credits for Enix somehow. I mean, aren't they the publishers for Tomb Raider now? I wonder why just Enix. Perfectly missed all the gameplay, but I'm in time for the era of Dragon Dance music. Welcome back. Oh, welcome in the first place. Expedited delivery. No, they sold it off. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ash. Tomb of Ash. Kaprielov. Retro Raider John. Mick and Dan's collection. Augustine. Stella from Stella's Tomb Raider site. Unterkirche. A Murmurs group? Who's that? This is some music for Third Strike 12's idle animation. It's missing the Winamp visualizer the perfect dark credits had though. Oh, that's it. We did it. That's the end of the game. I shot 13,102 bullets in the entire game. And we killed 467 life forms. That's like kind of depressing. And ran 75 kilometers. Embracer sold the exclusive rights to Tomb Raider to Amazon. Well, I'm sure they'll know exactly what to do with it to make it the best it can be. They famously sold off Tomb Raider and used the money to invest in the blockchain. Alright, well, we did it. We did it.